Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh yeah!
Oh
yeah!
Hey, brother. The fuck is going on? You know, and she's like, where the fuck are your wristbands? You know, because there's an after party wristband, and I'm like, we don't need fucking wristbands. We had 12,000 people in front of our fucking stage. That's my fucking wristband.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying in my head.
Right.
Welcome to Get Heavy Podcast. With your host, Craig Casamas and Big J Curran.
I mean, you might as well just record.
Yeah.
Just record the whole fucking thing.
It is the first question usually. You're like, is it plugged in?
Yeah.
Hey, is it-
Fucking of
is it
course it's plugged in. And they pick
turn
it
it up?
Yeah. It's the volume
Yeah,
up.
Yo, turn it off, turn it on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you try that?
Can you hear us?
Do it
John?
again. Do it again.
I can hear you guys.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, we're good.
Hey, buddy. Welcome.
What
Welcome to the
up?
podcast.
What
we have the fucking. We got Jon Shimer in the house.
What
Big J,
up?
dude. This is crazy.
What's
It's like my
happening?
old girlfriend and my new girlfriend at the same time. Dude.
Yo, bro. Yeah.
We'll have to swap stories.
I feel weird about this.
Oh, dude. It's
And I'm in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. Perfect.
How's
Just
it
where
going,
you like
guys?
it.
How's it going, guys?
Good, man.
I'm glad to be here. I've been talking with Craig about, like, I've been gone on the road a bunch, and I'm like, yo, I need to fucking come and just, like, sit there and talk.
Yeah, man. It's been a
know.
long few months for you.
Yeah, no shit, man. You've been
Yeah.
busy.
Yeah. It's been good though. It's been good. Like I basically went on tour August 30th. I left Ventura and I came home December 21st.
Jesus.
Damn.
It was wild. And I went across and I went across America like four times.
4 times.
4 times.
How many times into Canada?
Luckily only a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, Canada is Canada is the only place that reminds me of what a shitbag I really used to be. Like in real shitbag, like in real shitbag terms. You know what I mean? Like not just like, you know, whatever shitbag, you know.
Shitbaggery you're up
but
to
like
now.
literally like I go to Canada and they're like, "So what happened in June of 1997?"
Yep.
And I go, the fuck? I'm like, God damn it! Like, haven't thought about that in a while. Like, actually, let me give me a second, because like, I'm always worried that they're looking at something, and
Yeah.
if I lie, they're just like, well, fuck you, you can't come in.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, they don't play it, dude.
Yeah.
No, they don't play. But the
Canada
greatest
don't play.
thing is that I'm the manager going in. So like anytime, like there's been a couple times, like in my earlier days of touring in Canada when like things weren't so far away, where I would show up and they'd be like, okay, so do you have to get in? And I'm like, look, if I don't get in and I unleash these freaks into Canada, who knows what could fucking happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm the voice of reason. They're like, damn, you're the voice of reason. I'm like, yes, I'm the voice of reason. Let's go.
Yeah, they're all,
You
fuck,
know.
okay. Yeah.
So I've had some, but yeah, I always get into Canada. There's been but they always remind me.
Yeah.
They always remind me.
I'd like to drive through Canada to go to Alaska. At some point, I would
Right.
love to do that. There's no fucking way they're letting me into Canada.
See, yeah. See, but the thing is, like, I don't know what it's like to really go in as a patron. I've only gone as a patron once, and nothing happened. I feel like they only bring up my past. I don't know the details of your past.
But it's not good.
Yeah. Hey, bro. Hey, Kate. Hey, let's cheers a fucking spritzer on that one.
Let's
Okay.
cheers to freedom.
cheers-
Let's cheers
cheers
to
a spritzer
no
on that
fucking
one.
actual prison neck tattoos.
But
Let's go for that.
yeah. But the thing is, like, I'm always like, yo, Canada. Like, come
Yeah.
on now. Like, why is it so hard to get into Canada?
Dude, it's brutal.
You know? Do you know what's actually funny is like, I actually have kind of a hard time getting back into America at times. Like, not a hard time, but I've fucked up coming
Yeah.
back into America a couple of times.
Really? They're
Yeah.
Like, you ain't, no, we don't need you here anymore, right?
No.
Yeah.
No. We really don't.
We've been waiting for you to leave.
I'm always like, yo, where am I supposed to go?
Yeah.
I'm just coming home, you know. But yeah, it was a good tour.
Yeah. So let's break down some of the details, right? So you went out first with.
So I went out first with the Casualties.
Right?
So
Which is
August 30th. Okay,
crazy
so
punk band.
so the end of August. So the end of August 2022. My touring started. Went out with the Casualties. I toured with them a bunch. They decided to kick out their bass player halfway through the tour. Okay.
That's nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So halfway through the tour, they're like, we're kicking out our, like, it's a very long story of just a bunch of you know what I mean? Like typical relationship shit. Basically, think typical relationship shit, and you finally reach the end of your pinnacle of it.
Yeah.
You know, which
halfway through a fucking US
tour, and then it's like, the band was like, well, do we have our friend come in? And I'm like, yo, you're bringing your friend to play Cleveland, Albany, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, you guys are going like way too hard for shitty places.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like we're like playing like the Gramercy Theater in New York City or anything like that. You know what I mean? It's like we're playing the fucking, you know, the Gigi's, the garage of fucking Albany, New York.
Right.
You know what I mean? Where I'm like, yo, dog, let's just cancel this and go home. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, no skin off my back. I get paid to a certain date. So, you know, hey.
Yeah.
But so halfway through that tour, they decided to kick out their bass player, and in typical human dramatic fashion, nothing really got talked about. Yeah. Nothing. It was just like the silent treatment for 5 days in a van. You know,
there are very few people that understand that silent treatment, dude. Like I mean, we've all had arguments with our significant others,
right?
But when you're fucking mad at someone in a van, and you have nowhere to go, dude, and everyone's mad at you, like that is another level of silent treatment.
It was probably
2
years where I didn't talk to anybody I worked with.
Right.
I came to work every single day, and I walked in, and I got ready for work, and I never said good morning. I didn't say hi.
Yeah.
I didn't talk to them.
Yeah.
It was a good solid 2 years. I did not talk to any of the fucking guys I worked with, man.
Dude.
Yeah, it's...
Well,
but
like,
you got that fucking heated feeling, and you don't know what to fucking do because you just want to really shoot everybody.
Right.
You
well,
know?
and band members, I've always said, band members are like insanely eccentric people. Did you get that art piece in Cabo San Lucas?
Maybe. Yep.
I have an art piece from that guy.
Yeah.
Piro.
I'm gonna go with yes.
Okay. Anyways, sorry to totally to totally draw us off over there.
No
you know what I mean?
Squirrel.
I have ADD.
Squirrel.
I have a squirrel tattoo.
Yeah.
I have a squirrel
We
tattoo
all should.
for that reason.
Yeah.
You just
know?
point to it.
Yeah. I'll pull down my pants later and show you the squirrel tattoo. You know.
Nice squirrel and some nuts.
So, but anyway, so like band people are eccentric fucking people.
Right.
Like, you know, there's a whole thing of, you know, people always are like, how do you deal with band people and this and that? And I'm like, hey, look, they bring hundreds or thousands of people together and we all make money. Like, they're kind of allowed to be kind of weird.
Right.
Like, they've agreed to fucking like literally like try to play music and get in a van and cruise around for their entire life. You know, they're a little off.
Yeah, you got to be kind of fucking nuts.
You got to be a little fucking off
to
be in this whole world. Right. So I'm as a manager or a tour manager of a tour, you know, I just kind of am very much like fucking put on blinders, like, hey, if this is how you guys want to deal with it, I'll tell you how I think you should deal with it, but in the end it's your guys' fucking shit.
Right. So
this band decided to kind of like the bass player kind of like felt it coming. You know, but he was just like, he's like, oh, I think they're mad at me, and I'm like, fuck, you think they're mad at you? Like, you know what I mean? Like we had like a major blowout in South Carolina, which, by the way, okay, hold on. Okay, so anyways,
no.
Okay,
come on, man.
So South Carolina, the band had a fucking huge blowout, and basically, that was where the deciding band members were like, fuck him, he's done, that's it. You know, they had a fucking huge blowout. So, backtrack to our first show in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We're at the show, whatever. We're loading out. And some guy's like, I'm kind of on the hunt for weed. Because I flew to Texas. We're in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Right.
I'm on the hunt for weed, and all of a sudden this one guy's like, "Hey man, I got a bunch of melted gummies in my pocket." It's like a fucking just bag of melted gelatinous fucking gummies, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, "Hey, cool."
The most punk shit ever.
I'm like, "Hey, cool, yeah, thanks." And he's like, "Dude, it was 10 pieces at 1,000 milligrams." So exactly.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So that's 10 100 milligram pieces.
Yeah.
Which,
melted together.
all of melted together.
Yeah.
All of us. We're fucking like, I'm like, yo, 15 grams, and I'm fucking losing my shit.
Milligrams is a lot. Dude.
You know?
I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm not leaving the house.
Yeah. So anyways, so dude hands it to me, and I'm just like, cool, thank you. Because when I go on tour, especially my older age, I try to keep it as mellow as humanly possible. Just because I'm like, yo, I'm in charge of some shit.
Yeah, you gotta pace yourself.
It's not like the old days of just like, yeah, fucking hey, party, let's go for it.
Wake up, drink,
just
wake up, drink, and then do a little wake up, and then drink some more.
Yeah. Exactly. It's not like that anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it can't be. Like longevity is a real thing.
Yeah.
You know, there's one way to do it, long or short. I prefer long. So anyway, I take the 1,000 milligrams from this guy, and I have it as, Tulsa. We go across the country. So the band decides to have this talk with him in South Carolina. Where were we?
South Carolina.
Yeah, we're in South Carolina. I can't remember the city right now. What's the major? Whatever. The major city in South Carolina.
Raleigh?
No, that's North Carolina.
Yeah.
Charleston?
Yeah.
Charleston?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Charleston? Yeah,
I just hear barbecue.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all I hear is pork.
Yeah.
So anyways, the band decides to have this. They're like, we're gonna have this conversation, this confronting conversation, because there was major issues that for years had been talked about in the band.
Yeah.
And it's typical relationship shit.
Yeah.
No different than anything else. It's like, oh, you disappointed me. You went back on what you said. Typical shit.
Yeah.
So they have this blowout, and it was a fucking blowout. Like, people were like, hey, is the show gonna happen? Because I saw the band out back fighting, and I'm like, I'm gonna lick this fucking gelatinous fucking thing of weed. Because it was literally like, this was 6 days later. And it was still like a melted fucking thing. So I just like squeezed out the top, and I'm like, okay, all right, cool, I'm good.
Fuck, dude.
By the end of the night, like, I was laying down in the van, just going like, I don't know, guys. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like, and I don't do that. Like, I am not like, so the band, thankfully, we're, like I said, we're all degenerates.
Yeah.
We're all degenerates at one time or another. Mm-hmm. So they all understand. And they know if I'm going like, yo,
what the fuck?
I can't hang. They're like, holy shit. Like,
there's very few times that Jon Shimer can't handle his weed, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So anyways, I basically have this complete freak out of just like, I'm laying there, I have my eyes closed. I'm like, no one touch me, please. And like the band's like kicking out, like, mentally kicking out their bass player. And that was also the night that, I don't know if you guys saw this viral photo that had the Jesus is a cunt t-shirt next to the Christian worshiper.
Oh,
it was like shared.
Yeah. Okay.
It was shared. So that was at a Casualty show.
Okay.
I'm in the photo.
Are you really?
Yeah. I'm in the photo on the stage, watching the band on stage, just going like, I just kept looking at that photo, going like, I'm just questioning life in that photo.
You're high as all
I'm
get
like,
out.
High as all, like, we're like all of a sudden
appropriate, man.
I'm like,
get more appropriate.
Yeah. I'm watching the band just going like, oh my God, this is bad. Oh my God, this is bad. This is all fucking bad.
It's rough, dude.
So anyways, the band, so we had the shit in South Carolina. Anyways, the band decided to kick Homeboy out. I can't remember where we went because we
were talking about you. They basically had to boot him out. Did they actually kick him out, or did they?
Okay.
Did he know he was going to get kicked out at the end of the tour?
It was a typical breakup of like, do you want to break up with me? are we breaking up? You know, like they just kind of stopped talking to each other. You know,
but
what I mean?
everybody knew what was going on. Nobody just
right.
wants to say it.
Exactly.
Yeah, it
you
sucks.
know. And then so the last show of the tour, they're like, hey, we're gonna play this show, and then we're gonna kick him out after the show.
But wait, you still have to drive home, right?
Yeah.
Like,
well, no,
it's
because
or is it in their home?
It was in New Jersey.
Okay.
So like he was gonna go to families because the band is originally from New York.
Got it.
Yeah.
He was gonna go back to his family.
Okay,
and
so
all this stuff.
he was going to be leaving the tour.
But the thing is, dude, this was like the Casualties toured way too much last year. Where it was like we were at D markets. You know what I mean? Where it's like they just had to put tours together. We're playing like this like the last show was like 40 people in like New Jersey. You know what I mean? Like, and it was just like this whole thing. And after the show, they had the talk with him and they kicked him out. And he was kind of like, hey, I see the writing on the wall, this and that. And I was like, hey guys, you can't let this be his last show.
Hey guys, lick this lollipop I got for you here. Come on, man. We only got one more show, y'all. You guys taste this candy.
We luckily had no more shows after that. But but they had a whole conversation. They kicked him out. It was very awkward for basically half the tour.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like kind of just like
it's the worst.
You know what I mean? Like
It's
what's going on? And I'm like
well, and then now, like, you're the mediator, right?
Exactly.
The dude wants to talk to you about what's going on, and the rest of
Exactly.
the band, you're stuck in the
and the rest of the band's like
everything,
telling me like, go fuck this guy.
Yeah,
you know what I
it's
mean? And I'm
fucking
like,
terrible, dude.
You know.
Yeah. I gotta
So you
deal
get
with
through
this.
that, and then what? Next leg is what? The Viagra Boys, right? Which
Yeah.
is my favorite band on earth. by the way.
Yeah. So
Have you heard the Viagra Boys?
No.
I have to send you their
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, please.
So I came
It's
home.
so wild, dude.
So I did that. So but the thing, okay, this is actually a cool thing. Casualties tour ended in New York, and we were trying to get out of there as quick as humanly possible because the band is kind of based out of Texas now, Austin, and Iron Maiden was playing.
That's strange.
Iron Maiden was playing in Austin 2 days after the end of the tour. So we were like, yo, let's get to Austin and go see fucking Iron Maiden.
Right.
So basically, we kicked dude out of the band and then drove
Beeline.
like 36-hour beeline and drove straight to Iron Maiden.
And you made it in?
And it was awesome. It was awesome.
That's definitely a dream show.
It was good. That was my first time seeing Iron Maiden. I'd never seen him, and now my youngest kid that's his favorite band. That's Desmond's favorite band.
Desmond's favorite band's Iron
Yeah,
Maiden.
he's
right?
like,
That's cool.
Iron Maiden and Metallica. Metallica because of Stranger Things. But.
Yeah.
It's insane. I'm 53. I'll be 53 in a week.
Right.
I was 13.
Mm-hmm.
The first time I heard
Metallica or Iron Maiden?
Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden.
Oh, really?
Dude, Run to the Hills.
Yeah.
That shit I was fucking all about it at 13
Dude,
and 14 years old,
I
man.
bet, man.
That was
the greatest fucking, that Run to the Hills still, to this day, is one of my favorites. Fucking the best set of headphones, the best stereo, whatever you got, and then turn that motherfucker to 12.
Right.
for quite a few years. Whenever me and my family would cruise into Ventura, when we were 6 minutes away, I would play "Run to the Hills."
Nice.
It was like that was always like the homecoming song where I'm just
Right.
like, "Run!" I'm like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
you know."
Dude. God Maiden's so good.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Dude, it's so good. And that was my first time seeing him.
I've
And
never seen him. I wish I
My
know.
brother, my brother showed him to me. My older brother showed him to me when I was like 10 or 11, and I was like sending him videos. Like, I finally made it.
Yeah.
I finally made it to the pinnacle.
Yeah.
It was cool though because I was scalping tickets out front. I was by myself. You know, I was with a couple other people, but I was like buying tickets for myself. And I was scalping tickets out front, and the tour manager from I Hate God came walking up.
Oh, really?
And he lives in New Orleans. And
Yeah,
we're in
yeah.
Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
You know,
Trippy,
I was like, "What?" He's like, "I'm on the floor." I'm like, "I'm buying floor tickets right now. I'll meet you in there."
There
And I
you
went and
go.
partied with him. So.
Nice, dude.
Awesome, man.
So yeah, that was like kind of like one of those fun moments. You know what I mean? Those fun moments of life where you're like, "Why the fuck are we hanging out in Austin,
Yeah,
Texas?"
yeah.
You know.
That's how that touring like shit goes, though. You run into these random people in random spots. You're like, what the fuck? Remember that night we spent in fucking Oklahoma
Yeah.
City? Everyone's like, yeah, that was wild, dude.
Yeah. That's And that's one thing about the touring life is like there's so many people where I'm like, man, remember that random ass night we had in this like random ass place?
It's a random night. Dude.
See, but that makes it worth it in my mind.
Oh yeah,
It does.
Oh
Yeah,
no. Trust me,
It breaks
that's
up
like
the monotony.
Yeah.
that is like money is obviously why we do things in a sense,
Krager.
you know. Because of how society is made. Society's made on capitalism and money and But in the end, this is how I want to live my life.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like running into people, fucking seeing people. Like just doing things.
Well, and that's the best. I mean, it's ridiculous for a 53-year-old man to be throwing a fucking birthday party for himself.
I mean, hey,
You know what I
I'm
mean?
glad you said
But I fucking do it every year because everybody shows up. We get get trashed. We have fun.
No.
I get to see everybody. This shit ain't about me. It's about everybody getting
No,
together. And whatever happens from it, happens from it.
And the same, like I've kind of always like, I'm not 53 obviously, but like I've always
not
kind
obviously look at you, bro. It ain't obvious.
I mean, I know. Listen.
Camera doesn't lie, man.
Listen.
They say the camera adds, 15 years?
Oh, and about 30
and
pounds.
30 pounds.
Yeah.
30 pounds. Yeah, I'm a fucking skinny bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
But like I've kind of always like again, I don't try to make things about me, but I know that I can rally things and be like, hey, let's all get together and do it in the name of this or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, I think that is one of the weird talents that all three of us actually have, like, separately. We all have the ability, and I'm not, like, bragging, but we all do. There's not a lot of people have the ability to bring people together.
Yeah.
You know
I
what I mean?
agree
You
100%.
have that ability. You definitely have it. I have it in my own way as well.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's a weird, weird thing.
I think it is. I looked at it and have looked at it for years as a gift. I
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
very fortunate that I can go hang out with somebody, and within a very short amount of time, we're friends. And hey, man, come hang out, let's party, and then you get the stories from it, and you get to meet good people. Man.
Well, and
I
that's
love
like
it.
that's one thing that I've had a lot of people tell me about me that I don't see is they tell me that I bring comfort to situations. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like and
It
like
is
whatever
true.
it
It
is.
is true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like whatever the situation is, like if I'm involved in it, they're like, "Oh shit, John will handle this."
Right. It is
John-
true. I mean, it really is.
Yeah. And I do think that that's all three of us. For
It
sure.
is.
Yeah.
For sure.
know,
yeah.
I mean,
It's
we all
definitely
have
it's
this
a thing of just
unique
like
ability of-
hey.
Yeah, why we don't have? Let's relax, man. Let's just do this
Yeah.
and have a good time.
We can get through it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I go, sure, put it all on me.
Yeah.
Because I handle the stress way better than all you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, even on the early Wrath tours, what I mean? It was like you were there just hanging, selling merch, doing the thing, and it quickly became like, there's the times where some dickhead's trying to pay us in a case of monsters, and John's all, you want me to go fucking talk to him? I'm like, I'm gonna kill it. You know what I mean? And it's a really bad look to be the front man for the band and the asshole at the same time. You know what I mean about that stuff. And he like so easily steps into shit, and like we didn't get a lot of money, but we got more than
just something
what I was gonna get, which was jail time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Basically,
one of the things I hear these stories, man, and the fact that you guys can do all this is just mind blowing to me.
It's wild.
I'd have to like follow you guys on my motorcycle or fucking rent a car. Because hanging out with everybody that tight, man,
It's
for me
tight,
would
dude.
be fucking rough.
I mean, I have taken promoters to the ATM.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I've
you
definitely
have to.
done that. Like,
yeah.
there's been 2 times, and it was always with the Spits. Because like the agent was dealing with somebody, and the guy was just kind of like, hey, this other show did. I'm like, look, motherfucker. I'm like, these 2 guys in the band are like born and raised in like shitty, poor Detroit.
Oh yeah.
So either me and you go to the ATM, or you're gonna have the fucking Wood brothers fucking you up.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
They've
like
been beat up more times than you've been in fights.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And they won fights.
And
they've just been beat up more than you have ever even been in a fight.
dude,
you know?
they've told me crazy stories about Detroit, like
Yeah.
in like the late 70s.
I lived there,
You know what
bro.
I mean? Yeah.
It was gnarly, man.
So there you go.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, we make shit happen. But anyway, so So I kind of convinced the band to make the shitty New Jersey show not the bass player's last show, because they were gonna play 2 shows in L.A. like 2 weeks later, and I'm like, hey, look, just
make those.
Let that be a fucking triumphant.
Yeah, well, that's nice, man.
You know. So we did that, and then I went on tour with the Viagra Boys.
Right, which you don't know who they are, but they're a band from Sweden, right? And
they're from Stockholm.
They played Coachella this last year. They are blowing the fuck up, dude. They're so goddamn good.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, so I've worked with them for the last like 4 years, putting people on tour with them, and just kind of.
So, excuse me, real quick.
Go ahead.
So is it a punk or is it?
I would say
that's what I mean. Stockholm, those people, man.
Yeah.
Actually, someone described it to me last night better than I've ever been able to do it.
Really?
It's like Devo.
It is kind of like Devo.
All right.
It is like.
Well,
Devo.
they have a very.
But it's totally different. Like 2023.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like where. It's not, totally not like Devo, but it's like Devo because they have synth and a keyboard. But it's just.
They're really good.
It's weird because. The music's real jammy, like not jammy, but like it's groovy, and it has some very like Talking Heads vibes to it.
Yeah.
Talking Heads and Devo.
Yeah.
But then the singer is a really fucking weird dude, and the lyric content is fucking wild, and there's like some Lou Reed vibe in there. Lyrically, it's fucking odd, man.
It's
like
wild. Dude.
It's almost like post new wave.
Yeah.
You know, dude, what I mean? It's pretty wild.
I'm trying to.
It's almost like dance.
Let's get him in the podcast.
Oh
yeah,
definitely.
Maybe in maybe in September, because they're going to be in the SoCal area in September. But I'll even ask. I'll ask if Seb's ever in SoCal.
Okay,
yeah.
He'd be a great one out. But like, I've worked with them for like 4 years, kind of just being like a behind the scenes guy, because they're from Stockholm. I have friends in Stockholm and that work with them that know me, and I'm kind of their American guy.
Oh, cool.
So like basically anything America, they're like, hey, hit up Jon and he'll make shit happen. Just one of the many hustles.
Yeah,
of my life.
That's a good little plus.
It is a good like our artist. One of their artists had the #1 song on TikTok last year.
It's so weird.
Yeah, and he didn't even
fucking monster.
I'm sure it is. Yeah, I don't know what it is.
The
but
song
I'm sure
is from 2009, and he didn't even have a TikTok when it got announced.
Right.
We were all like, "Oh shit, we should start a TikTok."
Whoops. Yeah.
So, but anyway, I've worked with them behind the scenes for a while, and then finally, like the stars aligned, where it's like, okay, I can go on tour with them. And those guys, the first show I saw of them, I was like, holy shit, I get it.
Yeah.
You know, like I didn't really listen to a ton of them, because I'm a person that needs to see bands live to really get it, to really be like, okay, this is what they're doing. Because an album,
you can do anything.
Right. And you don't really know what the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Right. You know, so I wouldn't say I didn't pay attention to him, but I'm just, busy, and I was like, I'm not going to listen to this. But anyways, I saw him live, and I was like, holy shit, I get it. And those dudes and me, we bonded like insane.
Yeah.
It was just like instant, like they were like, you get us, we get you. And I'm like, fucking hey, guys, let's go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Let's make it happen, Cap.
Let's go, So we had a lot of good times on that tour.
Well, because Swedish people are fucking odd, dude. They're the handful of times I've dealt with them. You know what I mean? You're like, they're really cool, but they're like an odd group. And then on top of that, I think Sweden is pretty like repressive. You know what I mean? As far as like laws and drugs and shit.
Yeah.
And every time I've dealt with Swedish guys, they come out here, and I'm not saying that the Viagra Boys were losing their minds on drugs, but they come out and they're like, fucking let's go.
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
Like they like to have a good time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I learned like four shows into their set into the tour that I'm like, oh, you guys have a song called "Lick the Bag."
Yeah, literally. And it's a jam, dude. It's a jam, dude.
I'm like, oh, okay, this all makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like okay, so I have a couple stories. Let me try to see if I can edit these properly.
Right.
But anyway, so the first 3 shows of the tour, we were up in the Bay Area. We did Santa Cruz, San Francisco, or Santa Cruz, Oakland, and San Francisco.
Right. trifecta.
The trifecta. The trifecta of all trifecta. Hey, unplug. You gotta unplug when you walk away.
Yep, I'm working on it.
You know, it's okay. So anyway, so we do the Santa Cruz show. We stay in Santa Cruz. Mm-hmm. That was cool, and I was like, okay, cool. And I was like, hey, I'm gonna try to fucking keep it cool. I'm gonna try to keep it cool on tour. I don't really know these guys. You know what I mean? I'm not just gonna come in, guns blazing.
Yeah, yeah.
So then we play Oakland, and I see that they like to party a little bit.
Ooh, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Jay.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
To help make sure you filter properly.
Oh yes, yeah,
that helps, right?
Yeah. Thank you, sir. I like that tiki shot glass. So, anyways, so then we play Oakland, San Francisco. We stay at the same hotel for 2 nights.
Right.
First show is in San Francisco. We go to San Francisco. Oh no, first show's in Oakland, just kind of like right there.
Right.
I'm trying to keep it chill because I'm like the driver, tour manager. We had a van. Everything was kind of budgeted, whatever.
Right.
So the next night we're playing in San Francisco. And the thing about Swedes is there's pockets of Swedish people in every fucking city we go to.
Dude.
Yeah.
Where they're just like, oh, these are my friends from blah, blah. They've lived here. And I'm like, yeah, cool. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So then after the San Francisco show, we have the next day off, which we're going to drive to Ventura. Mm-hmm. But anyways, we still have the next day off. So I kind of start getting like I need a party. Like I need to rage a little bit. Like let's get you guys
steam off.
Let's get you guys to wherever you guys need to be, because I had a lot going on. At that time, and I needed to blow off some steam after like 3 shows, day off. Like cool, I want to party. And there's this cool bar in Oakland called like the Red Room or the Ruby Room. It's on like 12th or 13th, right by the lake. It's just the coolest dive bar.
I'm ready.
In Oakland. It is. I've been going there for years. Like, and it's always been a great time,
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey guys, cool. Where do you guys want to go? They're like, oh, all of our friends from Sweden are going to this bar in San Francisco. And I'm like, hey guys, I just want to let you know that you're all fucking up, because I'm going to this cool bar in Oakland, and it's way more your guys' vibe, But anyways, they're like, no, our friends are from Sweden. Fine. Okay, cool. Go there. Drop them off. I gotta take this call. No, I don't. So anyways, so I dropped them off at this bar. It's like a shitty San Francisco bar. You know what I mean? I pull up and I'm just like, wow, this bar looks fucking shitty. Yuck. There's windows. I can see into it.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is horrible, I go, drop off the van, catch an Uber to this bar. I'm by myself. Don't know anyone, and I'm just like, cool, I'm going to go. You know what I mean? That's fine. I prefer it that way because
me too, man.
You know what I mean? Because I'm a people person.
Yep.
I know how to fucking talk to people, no matter fucking what.
There's nothing better.
So I go to this bar, I sit down, and dude's giving me a couple drinks, and I noticed the bartender is like a really shitty bartender, but for some reason he's like gotten buddy with me, and we're sitting there, and then like, hey, it's last call. I'm like, all right, cool. And he goes, after the last call, he goes, hey man, you don't got to leave. And I'm like,
oh, sweet.
I'm like,
okay,
sweet. Cool. And I'm texting with the Viagra boys this time, and I'm like, hey guys, I'm at this bar. They're letting me stay after hours. They're like, okay, we're leaving right now. And I'm like, let me see if you guys can come over here. And literally, as I'm texting them, the owner comes walking in, and he goes, I was at the Viagra Boys show. It was the greatest fucking show ever.
Yes.
And I said, what the fuck did you just say? He goes,
no, hold on. I got news for you.
And I go,
dude.
I got to let you know. I got the Viagra Boys coming here right now. We fucking were there till like 6:30 in the morning.
Oh, my God, dude.
6:30 in the morning. I was staring at people's phones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It was gnarly. And that kind of just set like this little precedent, like of every like
for how the
few
next
days.
month is going to be.
Yeah. So, okay, so then we have the next day off. We all go back to Ventura. So we had a day off the next day, and then we had LA, Desert Days, San Diego. And I was like, let's get to Ventura. You guys can all stay in your hotel. I'll go to my place. Last night there, you know. So we go to Desert Days. We go to Desert Days. We play at like 8 p.m. And Viagra Boys are like the hottest band in the world right now.
They're
in that
really
industry.
big,
like it is definitely the most band I've ever been a part of that is doing this.
Okay.
Like most of my bands are here or here.
Yeah.
You know, it's either plateau or on the fucking downside. You know, like, hey, it pays my bills.
Yeah. And
But,
you had some rides up.
I've had some rides
You've had
up. You
some
know what I
rides
mean?
up.
Yeah. So, but the Viagra Boys more than
They're
anybody
blowing up,
else is fucking just like, it's insane.
Not
And
only
I
that,
love
they fucking deserve it. 'Cause
Oh, no,
they
it's
put
good.
that shit out good.
And the
like
cool-
they play well. They fucking know how to put on a show. I've watched a bunch of live videos from them.
Dude,
they
trying-
are not fucking phoning it in.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
no, it's so good and so different, which is what I need.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I can't I've toured with the fucking Wrath. I can't tour with the fucking Wrath again. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like
Yeah.
not anything it's the fucking Wrath.
No,
but
I
just
get
like
it, though.
I'm a progressor. Like I can't like I have my 10 bands of this genre and that's my 10 bands.
Right.
Whether those bands are right or wrong,
Yeah.
that's not my problem. Those are my 10 bands. And then I
Yeah.
need 10 bands from another genre. I need 10 bands from another genre. Anyways. But Viagra Boys fucking are just this thing like this. So we go to this festival and a bunch of my agent friends, because with Numbskull, I know all the agents.
Yeah.
I know all the fucking people. And all my agent friends are like, dude, get me a meeting with the Viagra Boys. Get me. Everyone's like,
Yeah,
you know, and I'm
I bet, dude.
yeah, sorry. Our agent is literally Billie Eilish's agent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
I'm like,
fuck off.
I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, like, I don't know if we can go any bigger than that, guys.
Yeah.
You know,
I think we're-
like, not that I
think
don't
we're
want
good.
my friends to make money off of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like, you know, it's all the circle. It's all my
All
crews.
about that.
It's all about that.
Yep.
Even on that scale of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's still like I see people on that scale and I'm like, yo, you're my people.
Yeah.
Of course I'll fucking make it happen. So anyway, so Viagra Boys, so we play like 8 p.m. We had like so many people on stage, saw a bunch of people. And then after the show, a couple of the guys come to me and they're like, John, can you find us some blah, blah, blah? You know? And I'm like, there's no cell phone service out here. You know what I mean? But I saw a couple people and I'm like, let me go ask them, you know?
You saw a few people that had some good
Saw
business
a few
ideas.
people that had some good business ideas. Yeah.
It's not very hard to figure it out.
No.
man.
Yeah.
You know?
And of course, you know what I mean, in this world. So like, so I go to my buddy and I'm like, yo, you got anything? And he's like, I only got Molly. You know?
Well, that's
and I'm like,
not a bad I only
and I'm
got.
like, hey guys, everyone cool with Molly? And everyone's like, yes, please. And I'm like, okay. So I grab it. He's like, just get me a meeting with those guys. I'm like, yeah, sure. I'm right on top of that. Right on top of that, Rose.
Yeah, let me
you
talk
know?
to Billie Eilish first.
Yeah. So anyway, so I go back and there's like 5 or 6 of us. We all do a little bit of Molly. Okay. We all do a little bit of Molly. It's like 9, 10 p.m. And the thing is, like, so we have each stage on like festivals like that has a dedicated person for bands, you know?
Yeah.
So I have a number of a guy that's like, hey, bring us this. Hey, bring us this, you know, beer, food, whatever.
Yeah.
And that guy was like the coolest dude ever. But the whole day he was complaining about Tame Impala. Right? Tame Impala was headlining the festival.
They're massive. They're
a massive band. They're a massive band. But Tame Impala was headlining the festival. And, you know, the whole day he kept going like, you guys are so nice. Tame Impala is so mean. You know? And it's not, and the thing is, it's not the band. It's not the band directly. It's never the band
always
directly.
the management.
It's always the
people
crew.
around the crew. Yeah.
And
totally.
and the thing is, that's
Or
why
they're getting ready to fire their bass player and
Right.
everybody's just pissed off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or
It could be
they're
it.
having a bad day and fuck everybody.
Yeah.
You know?
dude.
That could be true.
Yeah. So but the thing is, that's kind of how I've been able to exist in this world, is that I'm literally like, known as one of the nicest crew people. Like, people see me come across an email and they're just like, fucking thank God.
Yeah, you're not gonna.
They're like, thank fucking God.
High
Like,
and mighty.
it's gonna be, it's gonna be just like a nice day.
Right.
Like, we're all gonna get treated like humans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, we're all gonna go home going like, not questioning life. You know?
Right.
So whatever. So
your job is a nightmare, though.
It is.
I've watched you do your job a
can't
couple
do it,
times, dude.
It's
a fucking nightmare.
It is.
I fucking got all bitchy with him one time because it's not because of him,
No,
because of somebody else. And I came to him and went, look, I'm not doing this.
Yes. Yeah.
Go fuck yourself. I'm leaving.
Yeah.
And he's all, whoa.
I was like, yo, I'm like, Jay. I'm like, Jay.
Yeah.
I'm like, Jay.
Oh, dude.
I was like, fucking, oh.
Yeah. He did. And I calmed down. And me and Homeboy ended up having a great fucking time together after that.
Exactly.
You know, but it was him coming back going, hey, he's cool.
Yeah.
He's cool. He's cool.
Yeah.
And then both of us were kind of like, start tucking our shit in. You know what I mean? Let's put our dicks away. And
dude, and
we were
both
fucking
of you,
good after that,
dude,
man.
Both of you motherfuckers are such fucking dick motherfuckers too. So that's why I was like, anyways.
It was great.
But the thing is, that's kind of easy to me because I'm just like, yo, I just literally like, again, that goes back to me showing up going like, hey, everything's cool, everyone. Yeah. Everyone, cooler heads will fucking prevail. You know, so, but anyway, so this guy was like, dude, Tame Impala's crew has just been fucking a nightmare the whole fucking time. Because Tame Impala's crew, they showed up like on Wednesday.
Right.
To like sound check and like just making crazy demands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The thing is, in the music industry, there's so many people that make these insane demands. And they don't realize they're talking to another fucking person.
Totally, dude. Yeah.
Like, it's just literally another person that has a family that fucking just showed up to work.
He's making all of $12.50 an hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's doing it because he loves it.
And it's like, and it's just like, and it's just going like, man, I want to love this so much. And it's like, just fucking be nice.
Yeah.
Just be fucking nice.
Right.
Which, I mean, is very hard for a lot of people in the world.
It's hard for a lot of people.
You know what I mean? But like, that's my thing is like, just be fucking nice. And these people will literally do anything for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they'll do fucking anything if you just treat them with a little bit of respect.
It blows my mind when I go places and I do things. And whoever I'm with, whatever, I go someplace and they're like, how do you walk out of there with like, you get like, they seat you in the best seat, they fucking take care of you. And I'm like, because
you treat them like a fucking human.
Laughing, and the first people I fucking am cool with is the people.
The people, exactly.
Like, hey, no, take your time. Don't worry about me. Handle that dick.
Yeah.
And I'll be right here.
I'm right here.
Then if you want, let's do a shot together, man. Can you do a shot? Let's do a shot. Let's hang out. You know what I mean?
Bring up your spritzer.
Yeah,
Bring up your spritzer.
Hell yeah.
Cheers to spritzers.
Yes, cheers to spritzers.
Cheers to spritzers.
You're the one that said long road.
Long road.
Long road.
Yeah.
Not the short road.
Yeah.
That's, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Definitely. No, definitely. I'm a spritzer fan.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of the spritz.
You were talking shit when you walked in the door, fucker.
Well, because it was funny. Because I might have had a couple margaritas before I got here.
Well, if you walk in and him and I are fucking drinking Topo Chicos.
You guys are fucking.
I'm in a Carhartt sweatshirt. Like, I'm a fucking man.
Yeah, fucking man. That's straight up.
I'm a man drinking 100 calories zero sugar.
Dude. So anyways, so again, like, Viagra Boys play.
Finding
we get off the stage. We find the drugs. I get the drugs. Drugs are great. A few of us all kind of party, and then we're hanging out. Shannon and the Clams, us, and this band Automatic. We're all hanging out at our trailer because there's like a backstage trailers and stuff like that. But the headliners, Tame Impala, they have like a trailer. They have like 6 trailers.
Right.
Whatever, that's fine. We all go watch them play. We're all high as a fucking kite, having like the best time of our life. I have the company credit card. I'm buying beers. Like, you should see my emails the next day. I'm like, yo guys, like, I had to do some team building last night.
There's a reason there's a $1,200 fucking alcohol bill,
dude. And but the thing is, like, they're all just like, Jon is the American that fucking makes shit happen.
Right.
So I just go, hey guys, team building. Yeah. Like, our band played in front of 12,000 people last night.
Right.
They deserve some beers.
For sure.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, and that's a real thing.
Yeah, totally.
You know, but also I know how to fucking work it. Anyways, so Tame Impala's playing. We're all out there having like the best time ever. Just, you know, high as fuck on ecstasy, having a great time. After the show, they're done. We all go back, and then we find out there's a Tame Impala after party. Right? We're like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Like just woo. We like mosey in there because I'm like, yo, I got Viagra Boys, I got Shannon and the Clams,
Yeah,
I got Automatic. You know what I mean? Like, let's go have a good time.
They really don't know how to deal with people.
I'm like, literally, just be fucking nice.
Yeah.
And these people will do 10 million, like more than you would ever get out of yelling.
Right.
Yep.
You know, I'm a honey person.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Honey, not shit.
Yeah, for sure, dude. So you got through the Viagra Boys, and then you went into something that was crazy interesting. Was the Goblin tour, right?
Dude,
which is like I want to hear a little bit about the Goblin tour.
Yeah. So
do you know? Are you familiar with Goblin, Jay? So
I don't know.
Goblin is an Italian duo, essentially. Right?
No,
or
Italian. Like it's
dude, I
prog,
need you to start sending me shit.
Prog rock.
Yeah. Well,
prog
Goblin,
rock.
they did a soundtrack for an
maybe not.
old horror movie called Suspiria.
Okay.
Yeah,
Way back in the day.
They did
and
the
it's
score.
synth and fucking like it's like
really?
soundscape shit.
Yeah.
Right? But it became like this insane cult like fucking band essentially,
Yeah.
right? And they did a bunch of soundtracks for other shit. But you know, you got the opportunity to go on tour where they basically played the score of Suspiria.
Yeah,
right?
so they did so basically like Goblin, I've done shows with them throughout the years. Never really understood what was going on.
Right.
Just booked it.
Just doing it.
Just booked it, advanced it. You know, it never went to the show, and I was like, okay, cool, whatever, sure, fine. But basically, yeah, they did music scores. They did movie scores for David Argento films, which is an old Italian horror guy.
Okay. Like filmmaker.
He did
Yeah.
Like one of the
Suspiria.
cult classic fucking horror filmmakers.
They did the score for Dawn of the Dead.
Right.
The original
okay.
Dawn
That's
of the
true.
Dead.
Yeah.
The
That is
original
true. I
Dawn
forgot about
yeah,
that.
the original Dawn of the Dead. This movie called Demons.
All kinds of shit, dude.
All kinds of shit. And that shit was wild. But yeah, I went literally like right from Viagra Boys into
chaos.
into Goblin. Yeah. So like Viagra Boys, we partied and we played. We partied. we played in Brooklyn our last show, and I think I went to bed about 9 a.m. And had to take the band at about 11 at checkout to the airport. Drove to Philadelphia to drop off our gear, which is where our gear is, and then drove to Chicago.
Fuck.
Drove to Chicago, dropped off the van.
So you were done with the show.
So done with the show.
Took a nap.
Done with the show. Took a nap. Drove to Philadelphia. Drove to the airport. Dropped off the band.
And this was all like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
So for people that don't understand this, it's really hard. You have to be a special type of person, and you have to kind of enjoy this.
Yeah.
Because it's you rock it all night. You lay down and you really don't even sleep.
Yeah.
You just kind of lay there.
You're just like
kind of get through it. You just
let me fake
you don't hit deep REM. You're just kind of floating around for about 3 or 4 hours.
Period.
And then you get up, and then it's a constant argument in my head. Okay, maybe I shouldn't do a shot yet.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't do a shot yet.
Yeah.
And then it's like, fuck this. I'm not going to feel like this all day. And then let me get a shot of tequila. And then anything else that I could do to keep me going and have. And
not only that, add a fucking 12-hour drive on it.
No, but that's all part of part of it. It's all but it's the keeping, the maintaining to where it feels good, and you know what it's going to feel like because there's that line, and then running that fucking line, man, is just.
I mean, like I've always been a person of. There's a task to get done.
Yeah,
like
it must.
My feelings, emotions, my hunger, everything is put to the fucking side.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, and it's just like it's not a very healthy way.
No.
You know what I mean?
Because not at all.
Because what I've learned is like normal people were like, well, I should probably stop and get breakfast. And I should, probably like do these things. But I'm like, yo, no, like just fucking get this done and then fucking go to
I can't
bed.
eat because if I fucking eat, I'm then going to feel like.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a whole fucking mess. So,
for sure.
But anyway, so Brooklyn dropped the band off at Newark, dropped our gear off in Philadelphia. and then I made it to like the middle of Pennsylvania that day. Got a hotel, and then the next day drove to Chicago. Made it to Chicago, dropped off the van. The next morning, flew to Nashville, met the bus for the Goblin tour, met the back line, and drove to Kansas City.
Fuck.
And that was like, I mean, at that point, I'm 2 months into tour, and I'm like, okay, cool. I get kind of 2 days off, but also this new tour is starting, so I'm like dealing with all that bullshit.
Right. So where are you staying?
Hotels.
Okay.
Hotels.
So that 2 days is literally lay around the room, watch TV, jerk off a little bit,
little bit.
Yeah, well, you know,
lot of it.
Yeah. Again, I'm older than you.
But yeah. So then did that, and then Goblin flew in, and then we started the tour.
Yeah.
And that tour was insane because we had 21 shows in 19 days.
Fuck, are you serious?
Wow. 21 shows in 19 days.
Oh, that is
okay, let me see it. Let me
see thinking about
it.
Too.
Let me see it. So first tour was 2 nights. First day was 2 nights in Kansas City. And then we did St. Paul, Chicago, Madison, Wisconsin, Milwaukee. Where are the spits from? Grand Rapids, Michigan. Pontiac, Michigan.
What time of the year was this?
This was November.
Yeah, so
October.
Jesus Christ.
October. No, it was October.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, it was.
So it was fucking cold and
shitty
the
whole
and
fucking
miserable.
Northeast. The whole fucking Northeast.
It's
Is what we
insane.
did. So
yeah.
So, but that was insane because it was just like every day.
Well, and they have on top of, I mean, Viagra Boys being, you go from like, you know, people that you really vibe with, you understand, but they're animals, right? So you're kind of living, I'm sure you did the job, they all did their job, but then you go to, with these older, foreign Italians that have a very specific fucking thing that they're doing. They have video elements, they have, you know what I mean? Like, and these are like, and then the guys from Goblin, I can't assume are fucking young at all.
No.
They're like in their late 50s.
70s.
Probably.
70s.
70s. They're fucking old, right?
70.
Whoa! Yeah, so
70,
these guys are old.
70 years old.
You know what I mean?
70 years old, dude. We had to cancel a show because of blood pressure. We had to cancel a show because of blood pressure. Like, literally,
Craig's waiting for that moment any day now.
Homeboy's blood pressure was fucked, and they were like, he was like, I'm like, okay, so we canceled.
Yo, bro,
the show.
you just stand there.
I'm like, just
you don't even do it. You just there's no singing. There's no.
You're not
vocals.
walking around the stage,
dude.
It's not like you're yelling "lick the bag,"
right.
dude. You know what I mean?
No. Yeah.
But 70, dude. You're like, fuck, man, it's brutal.
Dude, yeah. So that tour was a lot. It was just a lot of constant.
Totally.
You know,
yeah.
and I just realized
that seems like a daunting run, dude.
Yeah.
Because we did, I think the Wrath did 27 shows in 31 days. It was the Wrath and Ox.
And back then, that's daunting as fuck.
And that was fucking and I was playing twice a night.
Yeah.
And that almost killed me. So to do that many shows in that many days is unreal, dude. You know what I mean? It's just
to
crazy.
do 2 shows in a night.
Yeah.
At the level that y'all sing at.
Yeah.
And like, it's not like you're up there doing vocal harmonies and you have a voice coach.
And it's just me yelling.
Yeah,
you know
you're just
like,
fucking yelling for an hour, and then you yell for another fucking hour.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it was fucking nuts.
Dude, but then Goblin, but their set time, so they would do, so they did the movie Suspiria, where basically we go in, you know, they do a 3-minute introduction, and then it's like, all right, enjoy Suspiria. Basically, you watch the movie, you know, complete blackout. Okay. You watch the movie, and they do all the music live.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty fucking cool.
No, it's pretty fucking cool.
That would have been a good time to lick that fucking little rubber ball you had.
Yeah. But you know, they weren't lick the bag type people. But so they did that, and that was 100 minutes. So as the tour started, I was like, I'd put them on stage, I would literally go take a nap.
Right.
I'd go to the bus, and I'd be like, I'd get in my bunk and just fucking close the fucking thing and be like, good night. Put on an alarm, go in, and then they would do an hour encore of like Dawn of the Dead.
Damn, really?
You know, so they played for almost 3 hours a night.
Wow. Yeah.
That's why dude had high blood pressure.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You know,
Yeah. But
Yeah.
but it was a long.
That's 100 plus. Well, how many days total? It was 100 and something days. Right?
I did like 112
That's
days.
insane,
I did 112 days, and it was like 80 some odd shows.
Wow.
Yeah.
In 112 days. You know
That's
what I mean?
insane.
Like, and the thing is even my days off, I'm still like catering to all these fucking people.
Oh,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? There is no real like day off where it's like I just do not get a single question about anything.
Right.
You know? And dude, those Italians, man, like I love those guys, but literally like the last show of the tour, the bus pulls up to the venue and the guy looks at me and goes, "John, where are we?" And I'm like, "You don't fucking know where we are at this point?"
Yeah.
Like we're at a fucking show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like we've been doing this for fucking
A
you
month.
know
Yeah.
2 months.
Yeah. Totally.
You know what I mean? Like, and it's just like that's the thing about band members is like people like me have jobs because either A, they can't get it together, or they just want to be lazy as fuck. Either way, I get paid.
Right. Right.
You're artist.
You know? And that's fine. And the thing is, I always tell my artists, I always tell my bands, I'm like, look, your only thing to worry about is getting on stage
Right.
and playing.
Right.
I'm like, literally, I will take care of every aspect of everything.
Right.
You know, if something's bugging you, just let me know. I will never, like, nothing ever annoys me that much because I kind of get that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it
Well,
is
that's
what
why
it-
they're paying you a decent amount.
Yeah.
For you to worry
I
about
mean,
that
dude,
shit.
fucking some of these people are generating $70,000 a night.
Right.
Like, you know, when you add everything together, ticket sales, bar, merch,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All these people are making a ton of money, and it's like, yo, yeah, be a fucking prima donna.
Yeah. We're good.
Yeah.
Be
Enjoy
a
your
prima,
time here.
Be a prima donna and own it, and just
Also, you know, for Goblin, a band that was in relative obscurity for the majority of their career.
yeah,
I mean, you know, me and you know who Goblin is.
yeah.
99% of the earth does not. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
And like for those guys to be able to capitalize at late 60s,
Yeah.
70 years old, it finally 30 fucking 40 years
And a bunch of
making
obsessive
music.
nerds.
You know what I mean?
fucking
Yeah,
love
like
with
good
them.
for fucking
Yeah.
you guys,
dude,
man.
fucking
good for you.
Cyril
who
Ogriff.
came to our LA show? Eli Roth.
Okay, yeah.
Eli Roth and Beck came
Right.
to our LA show.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
They all bought tickets, and the thing is, like, so when the movie was playing, our merch manager was like, "I'm not gonna sell merch during the movie.
Sure.
Like, just kind of let that be let the movie be the focus."
Sure.
And I was at the merch table with her one night in LA, and they were closed, you know. And Beck comes walking up, and he's like, "Hey, can I get this?" And she goes, "Sorry, we're closed." And I'm like,
Hey.
"Yo." I'm like, yo, it's fine, it's fine. Like, what do you want?
Like
What do you
Beck,
want?
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
yo, sell him. And she goes, "Why did you do that to me?" And I'm like, "It was fucking Beck."
Yeah.
I'm
And like she had no
I'm like,
idea.
yeah. She was like, oh,
You're like,
you know what I
yeah,
mean? And
dude.
not that it's like, you know, we tried to, but it's like, you know, come on.
Yeah.
Beck's earned a little recognition of like being able to buy some merch.
little bit.
from us.
Yeah,
You know what
a
I
little
mean?
bit.
Like,
Yeah.
like, hey, yo, you know, put me a +1 Beck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Dude.
You know,
Yeah.
just remember
Yeah.
me.
Well, that's amazing, man. I'm glad. I mean, I saw you when you got back. You know, we got to hang out and got hammered that one night.
Yes, we
You know
did.
what I mean?
It was a good time.
I'm glad that you're back though, dude. You know?
It's
And
good
so
to be back.
What's the plans for the future? You got anything? You
Um,
got nothing
I'm
really
go-
going on for a minute, right?
Well, I'm going to Texas on Wednesday, so I
okay.
manage this band, the Crumb Bums.
oh, that's right.
But they're just kind of like a reunion punk band. They're playing in Texas on Thursday, so I'm gonna go out there for that. And then Viagra Boys is touring in February, and that tour is like, it started as like this, and it's like turned into like,
oh, sure.
well, it's like the tour was announced. We had one day in Brooklyn. We just sold out the third day.
Nice. Yeah.
You know?
Nice.
Oh yeah. It's like we've every city we've upped the venue since the announcement.
Yeah,
You know,
well,
we're playing
good.
like
Good for them,
dude.
dude.
They're fucking playing like 4,000 cap rooms.
That's crazy, dude.
Like, and like again, it's like a Devo thing, dude. I've been trying to push Seb to do a Vegas lounge act.
Oh, really?
Like, imagine like them doing like 4 days in Vegas
see that.
as like this weird lounge act.
Yeah, I could totally see it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, for sure.
So the best way to describe the singer of Viagra Boys, I told him.
He's so weird. Dude.
I told him. I said, bro. I said, dude. I'm like, you're fucking like a punk rock Al Bundy that's about to like overdose on stage.
Oh shit!
Right? Yeah, yeah.
He
Well, it's
just-
weird because he's covered in tattoos from head to toe. He has a fucking tattoo on his forehead. It's like so weird, dude. Like
it's a vibe.
It's a whole vibe with that guy.
It's
dude.
a whole vibe, and the thing is, like before I saw him live,
I thought he was
how old are
American,
they?
but he's not.
he is American.
He is American. Okay.
That
Is
makes
American.
more sense.
Right.
He's
How
born-
old is he?
He's
They're all in their 30s, right?
they're like
Okay.
late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
young, dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's originally from San Francisco.
Okay. That
He-
makes sense.
He lived in
Yeah.
San Francisco till he was like 18 or 19, and then
Okay.
he was like, I love Sweden, so I just moved to Sweden
Yeah.
and just like figured it out. So he's like dual, you know.
Yeah, started a band and came back.
Yeah.
And they're fucking killing it, dude.
Dude,
Yeah.
they're fucking
They're just
killing it.
they're literally one of my favorite bands on earth. It's I was like going through Spotify the other day. And it was like your year-end review, and that fucking album
Everywhere.
was literally I don't know how many times them and fucking Idols were the
Yeah.
two
Yeah,
most
yeah.
listened to records.
They just Viagra Boys just played on Jimmy Kimmel in the beginning of November.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh okay, awesome.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like
They're fucking
yeah.
yeah.
I need to be careful going like this, but
I can't.
you know.
Yeah.
I can't
calm down with that. dude.
Yeah.
we don't
Well,
know.
I can't say it. Well, I can't say it now, but we're going on tour with a really, really huge band.
Yeah,
in
that's
September.
true. Yeah. You told
Awesome,
me off
man.
camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't wait to hear about it, man.
Yeah,
man.
I'll tell you
Well,
on the side.
Dude, it's
That's the Patreon, everyone.
yeah.
You want to find out where fucking Viagra Boys are touring with in September?
Go check
Hit
out
that
the
smash
Patreon.
button on that Patreon, dog.
Yeah.
dude. Man, I loved having you on. I appreciate you.
No, it's
Yeah,
good.
it's
It's good.
nice
It's
time,
good.
man.
We
Catch
can.
up with you, dude.
Yeah. Like we can do whatever.
Now we get to watch all of us trying to get up off this fucking.
I know.
Are you
right?
guys? Are you about to say? I'm like.
Fucking A, man.
I mean,
Well,
yeah. I don't know what you guys got going on, but I'm down to chill.
All right, we're chilling,
Yeah.
dude.
You guys just chilling?
Yeah.
I gotta pee.
All right. Well, let's get out of here. Thank you guys. Like, subscribe, rate, review, tell your fucking friends about the podcast.
Appreciate you guys.
If you watch us on YouTube, subscribe, hit the notifications bell.
Yep.
Make sure the 28th you go to the Garage Bar, 1091 Scandia Avenue for Jim's
Yep.
big birthday bash. And that's it. We love you.
All right, peace.
Yeah.